Hey Core Life, it's Lauren Melton here, registered dietitian at Core Life in Odenton and host of Eating Well with Core Life. Today we're really going to take some time to talk about the importance of exercise on staying healthy and how important it is for weight loss and weight maintenance. Before we get started, I want to remind you once again that even though our clinics are temporarily closed, you can still meet with your care team through a telehealth visit and track your progress using our new app and remote patient monitoring program. If you're interested in scheduling a telehealth visit, just give your local office a call or send us an email and we can get you scheduled. Okay, so today, exercise, like I said. So if you've met with us before, we always talk about exercise. So why is that? Regular physical activity is important for good health, and it's especially important if you're trying to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight. So when you're losing weight, more physical activity increases the number of calories your body uses for energy or what it burns off, right? The burning of calories through physical activity combined with reducing the number of calories that you eat creates what we call a calorie deficit that results in weight loss. So as we've talked about previously, when your calories out or the calories that you burn a day are greater than your calories taken in or the calories that you eat, that is where weight loss occurs, right? So doing that exercise just kind of gives you that extra bump that you need to just burn a little bit more calories. So, like I said, most weight loss occurs because of decreased calorie intake. However, evidence shows that the only way to maintain weight loss is to be engaged in regular physical activity. So there are hundreds and hundreds of studies that study how to maintain weight and how to maintain weight once you've lost a lot of weight. And one of the biggest factors, one of the things that plays the biggest role is being engaged in some sort of physical activity. More importantly than weight loss, physical activity regularly plays a vital role in keeping you healthy throughout your lifetime. It helps keep your heart healthy and reduces the risk, obviously, of cardiovascular disease with that. And it can also help reduce the risk of diabetes beyond just losing weight, right? So that's important. Other than maintaining weight and reducing your risk for cardiovascular disease and diabetes, regular physical activity can also help you to reduce high blood pressure, reduce your risk for heart attack, stroke, several forms of cancer. It can reduce arthritis pain and associated disabilities with that. Reduce your risk for osteoporosis and fall, so it helps keep your bone density high so that you have strong bones. And it can reduce the symptoms of depression and anxiety. So I'm sure that we've all heard before that exercise gives you endorphins, and endorphins make you happy, right? So that's kind of where that all comes in. And one of my clients one time, I always love to use this example. She told me motion is lotion. So keeping your body moving can kind of help with any associated pains that you have and reduce the risk for you having pain in the future, right? So a body in movement is always a good one, right? So when it comes to weight management, physical activity, how much you need kind of varies person to person. However, a good general guideline that we typically give people, if you want to maintain your weight, work your way up to about 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity or 75 minutes of vigorous intensity aerobic activity, or kind of a mix collectively during a week. So 75 minutes of hard working out a week or 150 minutes of like moderate activity a week. So like I said, there's a lot of research that shows that physical activity regularly can help you maintain weight over time and continue to lose weight if that's what you're going after. However, the exact amount is not known because it varies from person to person. So it could be that you need more than 150 minutes to maintain your weight, which is why we kind of give you that good range when you come in. We usually tell people, try to minimum get 150 minutes. And if you can do more, if you can get up to like 300 or so, even better. If you're looking to lose weight and keep it off rather than just maintain, you may need a higher level because you're going to be burning more calories, right? In addition to adjusting your diet and reducing your calories. So getting to and staying at a healthy weight requires both physical activity and healthy eating. So we want to make sure that we're doing both of those things together, right? Which is why I'm talking about this today, because weight loss and weight maintenance, while the majority of it is eating, moving your body and having that regular physical activity regimen is very, very important, okay? So when we talk about moderate activity and vigorous activity, what the heck does that mean? So when we're talking about moderate activity, so while performing, these types of exercises, if your breathing and heart rate are faster, but you can still kind of talk like I'm talking to you right now, it's probably moderate intensity, okay? So examples like this, walking a little bit fast. You were to, walk about a 15-minute mile. Light yard work, so just doing stuff out in your yard, doing some like gardening, raking leaves, using a lawnmower, things like that. Light snow shoveling if we happen to ever have any snow. If you're actively playing with your kids, so if you're in your backyard, playing some sports or something like that, or in your house playing around, or if you're just going on a nice bike ride, those types of things will be considered moderate activity. So you're shooting for like 150 minutes of those types of activities per week, okay? Then when we go into vigorous activity, so this is when your heart rate is increased substantially and you are breathing heavy and it's really hard to talk. You can maybe get like 2 or 3 words out at a time and you're probably like sweaty. So that's going to be considered vigorous intensity, okay? So these things, I'm sure you can think of them in your head: jogging or running, doing some sort of biking, like if you do like indoor biking or, competitive biking, swimming laps, skating at a pretty good pace, cross-country skiing if anybody's into that kind of thing, and your like most competitive sports like soccer, basketball, football, things like that, where you're pretty much in constant motion for extended amounts of time. Those are going to be your vigorous activity. You want to aim for about 75 minutes of that kind of thing a week, I'm sorry. Also, jumping rope is a great way to get some vigorous activity in if you can maintain that for a long time. So while most of you have this extra time on your hands, some of you don't. Some of you are working even harder than you have been in the past. But if you have extra time on your hands, use this time to make exercise a habit and a priority for you. In normal life, a lot of people there's just not enough hours in the day to get in regular exercise. But if you have the extra time, work on making it a priority in your life. Schedule it like an appointment every day. Make a to-do list and put exercise on there, whether it's going on a walk or, looking up something on YouTube, or, Corey does live workouts every day and he has recorded workouts. So check those out. He's a great resource to use. So practice makes perfect. The more you exercise, the more your body will thank you, and the easier it will become to keep yourself motivated to exercise. So thank you again for joining me today. I hope this was helpful to you. Please remember to subscribe to our Core Life YouTube channel and leave us any comments, questions. If there's any topics that you'd like us to cover below, we're going to keep doing these for the foreseeable future, even after we open back up. Be sure to, like I said, check out the fitness workouts with Corey and the cooking demos with Nick, and we will see you next time, Core Life. Stay safe, stay healthy. Have a good one.